The funny part
tough,
is the intro. The video is called "The Quartering is a Creep," by the way. So
there's this YouTuber named the Quarter Pounder, aka Jeremy, who is well known for owning the left.
This is
with
the disrespect he deserves. This is what he deserves.
And artistic thumbnails. And my favorites being Total Meltdown for freeloaders, and you have 2 obese women crying about food stamps, I think. Anyways, Jeremy has recently come under fire for allegedly flagging down a channel that was, I guess, mean to Jeremy and his wife, and that channel being the Kino Casino.
I love how the way he phrases it. I guess they were mean to him. You know, like just totally minimizes it. Jared's like, I'm under attack. My wife is in fear. It's like, yeah, these guys, they were a little mean to him and his wife, I guess. I don't know. He flagged them down really for no reason.
And then smash cut to the Ren Fair.
Well stream.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are the top comments? Oh my God. Yep.
Oh God, I showed him saying rar. That's no good, Jared.
This behavior should put you on every FBI watch list. Quarter Pounder, my wife's bulls are under attack. Very funny. All right.
So, for those of you who remember, I think this was Friday, we talked about this. Ethan Ralph had promised to destroy Jeremy Hambly. He promised, no, go to 4. We'll do that later.
Sure.
He promised to destroy Jeremy Hambly. He was going to go to the coffee factory. He was going to expose it all. He was going to go to Jer's hometown and conduct all of these interviews. And it was going to be this big documentary. And he raised all this money for it. And then he flew out to Wisconsin and he snorted a bunch of cocaine, got drunk out of his mind. Another domestic violence incident with his girlfriend.
Magic shop.
Yeah. It all went to we're going to go through it all, but Scarlett Hampton, Black.com star extraordinaire. She's been pissed on. She's eaten poo. The lists go on and on. Her accomplishments.
Herself, remember?
Yes. We've actually learned her origin story, which is that she begged a Jewish producer to her, but the Jewish producer of the turned her down. And so this is what caused the downward spiral.
Gabe?
She wanted the big Jewish with Mr. Hoffman, but he said no.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
My first boyfriend was Korean. The first guy I liked that wouldn't have sex with me because I was a Jewish man, and he was in the army. He's American. He went to college. Like, I'm nothing against the Jewish people at all. Like, but the thing about it is, it's just like.
So no wonder she became a star, because when your first boyfriend is a Korean with their little, you need the whole rainbow in order to make up for that disappointment. But she couldn't get the Jew that she really wanted. Anyway, Ralph then promised that tomorrow would be the day. Well, Raphael Mania was vindicated. Common Raphael Mania W predicted this whole arc from the very beginning. Get ready. We'll have an epic laptop stream with a goal to go do something. Then there'll be an argument halfway through the stream, which will quickly end and we'll restart Sunday or Monday. Get pumped, bish. Somehow it would be even more disappointing than that.
10 times worse, dude. There wasn't even a Coke live stream.
So Ralph would then claim, Scarlett is my Eva Braun. I love Scarlett. Okay. When's the quartering content start? That pretty soon? Did you pay me? Or no? And on here. That's like paying for cocaine and having it delivered later. They'd probably just keep the money and the cocaine, right? And Ralph's like, Lamau, okay. That made me laugh. Probably because he's buying Coke right now. But that also means the answer from you was no, Bish. Yeah, he's not stupid enough to get scammed. By the way, we've got Welcome Home. For 5 subs, and DSP's Binky just subscribed. DSP's Binky has to work overtime from his toddler tantrums. Holy.
Yo, thanks for the big support, man. Appreciate both of you.
And by the way, we have here, Sir Hadrian says, another show without a DSP segment is another good show. And a show with a Ralph segment is always top. Kino. Whoa, buddy.
Honestly, it's been nice to take a break from Phil every day. Same shit. All right.
Somebody in chat's bringing up Ralph saying we're paid off by Mossad again. We are. Now what?
Yeah.
Now what? We're on the Hoffman payroll.
He's so stupid. He's like, they don't talk about politics anymore. I'm like, when the
But like, if you were turning to PPP or Warski as like your political guide, like you're to begin with.
Absolutely insane, dude.
I don't know what to say.
Fuck off.
Oh
like,
no.
By the way,
no.
I don't think Mossad is afraid of Ralph.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, like I don't think Mossad knows who Ralph is. To be honest, like they don't care because he's a nobody, you know?
That's crazy, dude. Okay.
So Ralph now has gone to the Magic the Gathering store hours away from Jeremy Hambley's house to prove I'm not sure what. But he goes,
magic exists.
The Madison, Wisconsin store doesn't even seem to know who the quartering is. Yeah, because he would go to the store closer to his house. I went there yesterday, but I outright told him what I was doing today. Their store is a bit paused, but very nice staff and people. So is your girlfriend. She's also paused. And they have a dog on location. So here's Ralph's video.
Oh, they have a dog.
Clearly intoxicated, his nose plugged with cocaine. Okay, let's have a listen.
Buddy, it's rough, man. It's rough.
Not the pride flag, buddy. It's a safe space. Oh, it's the extra special transfer.
I don't think I even got all that on film, actually. So I'll come back around again.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, this is the Magic the Gathering store. And
oh my God, exposed in 4K.
I missed the boat on the Pokemon.
Buddy, they're selling board games. Do you hear that nose?
Buddy, it's brutal.
Oh, man.
By the way, he's defeated. What
I don't even know what's happening today.
What a bum, dude. Oh.
Because now they're big money. I guess that's not breaking news.
What?
Bro, he's breathing so heavy.
What is he doing? What is he saying?
Some of you guys know it was one of the Pokemon and Charizard. His blood just drips out onto the case.
Oh.
They look pretty sick. I'm assuming that's worth some.
By the way, they paid $900 for this 54-second video.
So low energy on cocaine. This is the only piece of footage that has surfaced from this trip or ever will surface from this trip. There was no documentary.
No. Yeah. That was it.
Well, I thought she was like about to turn 7 this summer. She's 7 and I think she's turning 8.
That dog walking away knows.
Yeah, leave the dogs alone, Ralph. What is he doing?
It?
That was it.
That was the content.
That wasn't a quartering documentary.
Yeah.
So then the stream that was promised, this was going to be the greatest stream of all time. This is like the most hyped thing that's ever existed, ever. Like this was going to be, this is bigger than like Star Wars Episode 7 or whatever the Kill stream IRL. Scar and Ralph visit Hambley's hometown today at 3 p.m. Eastern. He says, do not visit this idiot's home, by the way. disavow. That's what he wants. But he planned on going to his hometown and exposing it all.
Okay.
There was just one problem. They were too drunk and on drugs. My apologies.
Dude.
There's been a delay. This wasn't the plan.
No.
I just have to roll with it because Ralph is too poor to rent a car. Ralph has no other means of transport than his crackhead black.com girlfriend. That's it.
Yeah. And we watched
By the
that
way,
video.
Zanzibar nights for 5
Let's go.
subs. Let's get some
if you-
subs for the Ralph content.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
But if you
Let's
remember,
go.
The last stream, we watched her on the lawn of the frat house, remember? And she's like,
No, we
talking
didn't
about-
watch that yet.
Yeah, we watched
You
a bit of
watched.
it.
Did we?
We watched a bit of it on our show, and then I watched the full thing
On
locals. But
Right. Okay.
we watched a minute of it, I think, on the show. Pretty sure. Like the Twitter video.
Right. So and we're
yeah.
getting into these Scarlett Twitter videos where she's involved in some shenanigans. By the way, Ramzos85 for 5 subs, and Sneeden says, did you hear Rekieta was trying to beg for Josh's attention last week? Doesn't
What?
he do that pretty much every day of his life?
Obviously. Oh, you're right, Ash. Sorry, we didn't watch it. My bad. It was a tweet then. We read that. Ramzos85 for 5 subs. Let's go.
Hi, I'm an American citizen, Wisconsin, USA. I used to go to school here. I dropped out. Charlie Kirk dropped out of school too, and you wrote a book.
Bitch, you're not Charlie Kirk! Bitch!
buddy.
Bitch! Shut the f up! Keep Charlie Kirk's name out of your mouth here.
What?
Holy, yeah,
Eh.
Charlie Kirk also didn't on camera and eat ass, you know.
You know? Can't sin for 10 subs. Let's go. Thank you.
Huge support
Thank you.
from Sector Legend. Can't
Can't
sin.
sin. Thank you so much, man.
He told us to drop out, by the way. This is why he told us to drop.
Did Charlie say drop out of school?
I don't know about all that. You
I
know, he may have
mean-
argued the merits that college is a scam, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure he organized, like, his entire organization was based around college campuses. So if all conservatives left college, there would be no TPUSA on campus. But I don't know.
Okay, the DPR in chat just wrote,
Yeah, no, he did drop out of college, but yeah.
but your DPR in chat says, I think she's zooted too. You think? What do you mean you think she? Come on, dude.
Drop out, and he tried to educate Americans before he was assassinated.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well-
moving along.
There we go.
So now
This
is
video's
insane. So
nuts.
by the way, so this party, this is like a block party in Madison that every single year on this weekend occurs, and they get plenty of notice that there's going to be this block party. I mean, it's every single year it happens on
This
this
rules.
exact same
This
weekend.
video is amazing.
This is one of the most incoherent schizophrenic videos. Let's just hit play.
I-
We're gonna get motion sickness. Like, I don't know if we're
Yeah.
gonna make it through the whole thing. We're gonna try.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, how's everyone doing? All right.
How's your
I guess there's some sort of block party going on. So
Yes.
either Madison Police Department, you give me an Uber to get to Milwaukee right now because I
No,
need to
you're
for an
not gonna-
emergency.
Do you really think the police are gonna buy you an Uber? Like, this bitch is cracked out of her mind. How about you brokies rent a car? Like, call you an Uber, bitch. Rent a car. Like, problem solved. Maybe ask some of these people if they'll move out of the way and let you out.
Yes.
You know? But what's crazy here is, like, she'll talk like at these people during this video and like around these people, but it's like she's a ghost. It's like she's invisible.
Yeah.
Like,
she's haunted.
and nobody will even acknowledge her presence of even existing. Like a dirty, stinky, homeless bum.
This
that
is
you won't
so
even look at.
funny, bro. This is so funny.
Or you allow this to stop happening. Why do you allow this, Madison Police Department? Why are you allowing this to
Because
happen?
they allow it every year.
Like, dudes, like, you guys. Jesus Christ, not Madison Police directly. You guys are fine, but, like, seriously, this is not legal. Why do you allow this?
Well, it's clearly legal.
No, it is legal.
It's in
They
the
have
daytime.
permits. They have permits for it every year.
It was like
shut
3
down
o'clock, by the way. It was like 3 p.m.
And why did not the landlord that I pay for the apartment in my car, I pay for fucking...
No one's looking. No one's turning around.
No one even cares. There's like some bitch having the meltdown of a lifetime, clearly high on drugs, and nobody will even glance in her direction.
Buddy.
$300 every 2 months.
Insane
You guys
crackhead.
fuck my shit over. Do you know I just paid $500 for tires, motherfucker?
What does that have to do with anything?
I just paid $500.
I just paid $500 to have the all-season tires put on. What do you think about that, Madison Police Department? Pay my Uber, bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Broken Bones for 5 subs.
Big support. Thank you so much, Broken Bones.
Yeah, that's what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I've lived here for 7 years. I don't know what's going on. I dropped out of college like Charlie Kirk because I gave a about conservative.
Oh my God.
She gives a fuck. Did you hear that? She gives a about conservative. Singular, not plural. I'll give a about conservative. Bring it back one more time. This was insane.
I dropped out of college like Charlie Kirk because I gave a about conservative. I give a about being a conservative, and this
There's
is not
only one Scarlett, thank God.
Yeah.
I have a about being a conservative,
I have a about giving conservative.
and this is not conservative, is it? Is this conservative to do this to people's tires?
Our conservative stars, folks.
Okay, so the woman that I get my
Protect and conserve our trad stars, folks. This is what winning looks like, whether they've been on black.com, ghetto gaggers, abuse. We have to protect them, our traditional resource of conservative prostitutes.
parking lot from.
It's a block party. She would have been happy if it was a black party.
Hi, I'm waving you in the camera there. Hi, I'm waving you up there. Hi,
She zooms in on the landlord's camera.
I'm waving you.
Suffer,
I want to refund my
landlord.
mom's parking so that I cannot
Do
lose
something,
300
Scar.
All is $1,000.
Look at that lady was looking at her like,
parking
what the
so that I
fuck?
cannot
Can we-
lose 300
I don't know if we could even get the frame
All is
again.
$1,000.
Like, it's so,
Yeah, I
it's
got
so
it.
fucked. Oh no! She's like turned her head like, what?
the fuck?
What the? That's the only person that I know of that acknowledged her presence this entire time.
$1,000 or at least I'll lose probably $10K for not being able to pull my car out of the lot right now because you never told me that there's just a
Where did the
party
10,000
going on in
number
the
come
parking
from?
lot.
Again, this is a party, a college party that happens every single year in the second week of April. Okay, this is insane.
What's going on with you bitches? Why didn't you put that in my lease? Why didn't you put that in my lease? Okay, well, I'm upset. Yeah, I'm upset. You guys tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. What the do I do? I gotta go
Use
get
your baby brain and
Chicago
figure
or
it out.
Milwaukee. I gotta get there.
Buddy, my eyes. I can't even.
This is Madison for you. This is
Taylor
liberal
Swift
country.
is just
This is
blaring.
liberal country. This is why I dropped the
Bring
fuck
it
out of
up,
this school.
liberal dub. Bring it up.
Because they allow this
Oh
fucking shit.
no!
Yeah,
There's a bunch of
don't ever
there's
party.
a bunch of white college kids drinking. Whatever will we do? America's lost. Oh, America's under attack! Ah, curse you, libtards!
Oh my!
No!
In your own paid private parking lot. They allow you to throw glass and bottles and get no notice? No notice?
There's a lot of
Okay,
no
hi Miss
times.
Yang, the lady that does my parking stuff.
Poor Miss Yang. I don't know. I just.
Oh, I don't know. You have to fucking drive your car out before the event happen. I don't know what you doing.
You want drugs?
What?
You want drugs?
You want the
I'm
Chinese
gonna
food?
schedule. I'm going on Insta.
I'm
Getting off X.
Combo number 5.
I'm going on Insta. If anyone wants
General,
to
how?
know what the f- on, we're trying to go up the quartering right now. Hey,
Okay, this is the competition that the
It's-
quartering dealt with on the weekend.
I feel like Jer's gonna be okay. You know, like by the
Wow.
way, like Scarlett actually wanted to join forces with Jer, and that's part of why Ralph was upset because
Yeah.
she didn't understand why
Well-
Jer was a problem.
Well, she goes like, we're gonna f the quartering, and then she's like, we're gonna help the quartering. Watch this.
Hey, quartering, this is a very nice quartering. We're trying to be very nice to you. You're just fucking up a lot of people right now. And honestly, I think you need to fuck off. Know why? I'm not from your world. I'm not from the YouTube world. And know what I gotta say to you? I think you're too fucking sensitive, beta bitch. That's what I think.
Oh, he's beta. He's sensitive. Get him, Scar. Read him to filth. Dragged him to filth. He's cooked. He's done. That was
Finish
delicious.
him.
Why would you make me move my car to go pick up someone that will threaten me? He
What?
won't threaten
So
me.
Ralph?
Me move my car. Beta bitch.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because why would you make me move my car
What? But the quartering didn't make you move your car?
to go pick up someone that will threaten me?
To pick up someone that will threaten you, mean Ralph?
He
Yeah.
won't threaten me, but he's going to be very angry.
He
Ethan,
won't threaten me, but he will be angry.
I'm angry, Scarlett. You were supposed to pick me up for my coffee factory tour 2 hours ago. What the am I gonna have to beat you again, bitch?
Bro, this is crazy.
Ralph's going to be very angry. Ethan Ralph's going to be
He's
very
always
fucking
angry.
you quartering.
When has
Hey, go-
Ralph not been angry? Like in the
You know,
last 7
like,
years.
That's his secret. I'm always angry, Ashley.
The quartering, Jeremy Hambley. He's going to be, why don't we go buy you some Magic the Gathering tickets? Want to go play some games, boy? Let's go play some games. I can't move my car.
Okay, like the self-felt of it all. Like,
This is
I can't move
crazy.
my car. Okay.
Wanna know how
about
fucking
start
bad
up
that is?
your car, start driving, and just
Yeah.
ask people to get out of your
Hold
way.
the horn. Man.
Yeah. Is there really no way to escape at this point?
That's
Like,
what I would do.
I'm sure people are willing to be reasonable if you were to communicate with them in a coherent, professional, and polite way.
Am I getting paid for that? Compensated? No way. So you multi-million-dollar Wisconsinite. I've been a Wisconsinite since I was born. So hey, look,
Oh,
local,
no.
local friendly
Suffolk,
Wisconsinite.
Wisconsin.
We're polite here. Wisconsin polite. I park here. I parked here for over a year. I can't even move my car. It's this Mifflin Street block party. Hey, the quarter.
Yeah, it's there every fucking year. The Mifflin Street.
Hey, you guys, the quartering needs to understand that Mifflin Street block party does not allow you to move your cars.
Like,
to go
it
pick
has,
up
by the way, it has a Wikipedia article. Just so you guys all know, it has. I sent it to Andy. It has a Wikipedia article. This has been going on since 1969. Okay, she's been living. She's been living on this block for 7 years. Okay.
Buddy, her brain's done, dude. Her brain is done.
It was
You don't pick up
originally
people,
a
hey, the court, you know,
Vietnam
you're
War
responsible.
protest party.
Wow. Interesting.
You're responsible
whole
because
lore
you said
dump?
it was fine. You said that do what you want, it's fine. What was the exact quote? I don't really know.
I don't
quote
think
men,
he ever
but
addressed these
it's
people.
just my Saab is 21 years old. Now I was crunching my tires over beer cans.
Her
Mifflin
Saab
Street
is
block
from
party, right?
2005.
It's not
Yeah, what?
your fault, but you know what
Why
happened
does she
is
own a
hey,
Saab of all things? Like, it's so random.
That's wild.
City, Wisconsin, and Madison. every parking ticket I paid for this last year, I want a charge back.
Well, you're not getting a charge back for every parking ticket.
You can't charge back parking tickets.
Wait, what the is going on?
What? By the way, like, it's your fault you got parking tickets.
Yeah,
in the
I
first
want to
place.
charge back his quartering.
Legally park your car and pay for the parking. You know.
I want a charge back, please. You know why? Because I paid it all. And it's not a deduction. I paid it. Just to park my car on the street so I could carry my groceries in sometimes and still put change in your machine. And you guys still charge me when I'm a minute late. So hi, City of Madison. My car's barely running, you so no.
Like, what? This is like, my car is barely running in the tires. It's 21-year-old, and I've paid all these parking tickets because I'm a minute late. You, City of Madison? What? This is the.
What I gotta say
This is
like,
crack.
hey, let
This
me
is
back out of
crack.
my parking spot. I have a lease for.
This is not coke. This is methamphetamines, dude.
I have a lease for. I have a lease to back out and leave for a year. And that is not okay that I am stuck here and no what's gonna happen to me?
It's gonna be
I'm gonna
okay.
get doxxed on the internet. I'm gonna get swatted. My
Well, no,
apartment's
that-
gonna get people there.
What?
No, none of that's gonna happen. But I mean, you are literally filming the outside of your apartment for the internet. You know.
I mean,
This is not okay. You've already done it to me. Why are you doing this again? Do you guys understand? It's not you, City of Madison, necessarily, but you guys don't understand. Why do you allow this to happen? And why do you allow it to happen in parking lots where there's leases?
I gotta use the bathroom, man. Just hit play and go take a piss.
Yeah.
This is
Or people
ridiculous.
with private parking. Hey, me and my Subaru friend. This is a Subaru,
She
right?
never
This is my
stops
Subaru
talking.
friend. They can't even leave either. The police told me I couldn't even leave my
Subaru
apartment. And do you know how up that is, dude? Do you know that people have emergencies that they have to attend to in America
walk.
as an American citizen? And then know what you guys do?
walk
Okay,
out
beer
of
cans
there.
and bottles in my parking lot. No, I have a lease and I pay rent and I'm an American citizen. You know what? Look at
He's
us.
an
Hey,
American
UW Madison,
citizen.
this is why I dropped out.
He's like
I
Paul
want to
before
charge back of
Agrippa,
all the
you know?
tuition I tuition. I dropped out of school and know what? I made more money than any of the you or you, and I probably their parents. That's what I got to say about that. And know what?
Parents?
Am I proud of myself? So know what? Hey, hi people like Andrew Wilson. Hi. You know what?
Hey,
You said I'm a
Andrew
serial
Wilson,
killer.
are
You know
you
what?
listening?
I'm an American citizen. And know what? Know what? Debate me over Kim Coulter. Know why? Because she
Yeah. Get
she
him.
feels bad for me. Oh my God. She needs to. No.
Andrew Wilson's felt
Dude,
it.
I have enough money to send my parents through nursery homes. That's
Debater,
what I gotta
Andrew.
do, and that's what I gotta save
I
for.
can send
that's what
my
I've done.
mom to the nursing
Money for me in
home.
the ambulance? No, I don't forgive a. Hey,
the
I
nursery
got twice this week. Hey, you're 27 club, but I'm not 27.
This is a rough
I'm not.
27.
So you know what? It's like, what do you want me to go back to school or drop out like Charlie Kirk did? Well, God bless Charlie Kirk.
What did I miss?
And all these people that hate Charlie
Anything
Kirk, fuck you.
coherent?
He came
No,
to
of
Madison,
course
Wisconsin. If you think you're a big ass brain man, get their ass to Madison, Wisconsin and
It
talk
may
to
be
these college
time
students.
for a
Just like Charlie Kirk did.
5150.
Yes.
Because
It was
you know who
time.
you are. All you
Buddy,
big
Charlie
ass
Kirk
brain
died.
people that think that you're doing something for this.
The
Yeah,
flame.
God praise the Lord, because I praise God every day. But I don't
Did
praise
you
Jesus
praise God
necessarily.
till
You know
you
why?
took
Because
that
Jesus died for the
black
Jews. He died for the
What?
Jews.
What?
And know what? My God's soul was trying to be killed by the Jews.
What?
I don't know. Do your research. Because I've done mine, and I've been told, and I've seen, and I've witnessed. And I have it. I have it
bros.
backed up.
We're on
So,
watch.
you know, Gabe Hoffman. Hey, Gabe Hoffman. Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
Gabe
no.
Good
Hoffman.
morning.
Shout outs, Gabe Hoffman.
Gabe
What
Hoffman.
now about Gabe Hoffman? By the way, like,
Come
I
back.
love how these people just like let Gabe Hoffman live rent free in their minds. But like, Gabe Hoffman is like,
In Wisconsin. Wisconsin. I think you have a lot of friends here, and that's a nice thing to say because you would. Hey, look, know why? This is what Gabe Hoffman wants. He wants this. You pay $500 a month. Are you on? Hey, Gabe Hoffman, pay this a month to not be
Gabe
able to pull the
Hoffman
fuck
wants people to be locked in their homes, unable to drive. That's the Gabe Hoffman agenda, is a block party on every street.
Gabe
all sorts
Hoffman
of
set
like
this party up to
this
block her.
bitch. If she stubbed her toe, it'd be Gabe Hoffman's fault. In reality, Gabe Hoffman is basically a nobody. Like, I don't know why it's constantly obsessed with Gabe Hoffman.
sob out of the driveway. This thing is a collector's plate. So what do you in America? What do you preserve for America? What do you do for America? Do you drive a 21-year-old car every day?
Financier Gabe Hoffman, who purchased the Kiwi farms with his Jewish influence.
Hear this.
What do you preserve for America? What do you do for America? Do you drive a 21-year-old car every day without air conditioning or heat?
That's the felt. That's the felt for Gabe. Do you help America? Do you drive a 20? No heat.
Gabe drives a Mercedes Benz. Like,
Do you do for America? Do you drive a 21-year-old car every day without air conditioning or heat? Do you do that? Do you do that for America?
Yeah, the Patriot.
she drives a car for America.
Do you do that for America, Gabe Hoffman? No, I don't think you do. I really don't think you do. And I think that you need to come and debate me. And you if you're going to talk shit about me, all you, I don't give a f. I'm not going to drive my car into a tree. I'm going to walk away and know what? Like, hope my sob is pardoned. Yeah, but no, it won't be by you, you Jew.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
You hear that, Gabe?
Fuck off.
Suffer Jew. Whoa. Okay.
The Aryan Ralph Princess.
The white man marches on. So AF Stream Watch says Scarlett literally lives in the center of this block party that happens annually, that is famous, and the local government gives advance notice of street closures. LOL. Hey, Ralph, answer your phone. What, you want me to hit up the quartering myself? Literally just do the right thing and MKI home. You don't answer. You left me again while I am pumping gas. And when I got in accident, you disappoint Wisconsin.
Whoa. Are we like...
I don't even know what that means. Then Scarlett says my sab got...
Wait, my apologies. There's been a delay. He missed his flight again.
Well, no, he was there, but they were planning on taking her car to Quartering's hometown.
Well, where was he at that point?
Because I don't even know. Was he at the airport? Like, where the was he? No, he was at the Magic the Gathering store, which raises, like, how was he getting around before this point? Or was that the prior day?
Or the Uber? Was it an Uber?
I think it's not really worth putting much thought into.
Yeah.
So then Ralph just out of nowhere starts freaking the out and threatening Scarlett. You won't be laughing if I drop everything you told me about certain individuals. You should probably think about what you're doing. I love you, though. Take care of yourself.
Oh, my God.
This guy goes, drop it anyway. One simply does not. Go back.
Oh, sorry.
One does not simply tell the Ralph Mail something if they wouldn't want to see it on the front page of the New York Times. And Ralph says, it's literally that level. I'm a dirty snake who screws everyone over. And I wonder why I have no bridges left in life. I have receipts as well. The New York Post at minimum. Ralph, nothing you ever write will even make the local paper, let alone the New York Post. Like, Okay, so then Scarlett says, good luck at the Milwaukee airport round 2, because it turns out that Ralph stole her laptop and she's now contacting the police. Let's continue. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, she
said
re-edited the tweet three times.
Yeah, three separate times. Then Ralph says, I'm sorry you're having a manic episode. I love you and wish you well. And then it's Scarlett goes, LOL. Then she says, my laptop was taken by Ralph. Please return. It has my grandmother's last voicemail. Honestly, it serves you right for trusting Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then she says, yes, you, bitch. I'll never hear my grandma's voice again. What the being are you? He's Ethan Ralph, and we told you exactly what he is.
Oh, no.
Then it's, I'm so scared. Ralph stole my laptop, stealing my last recordings of my grandmother and all the archive of my family. I'm praying to God right now that Chicago O'Hare can please confiscate this and not allow my laptop to go to Mexico. It has everything, including my grandma, mom, and father's voicemails and everything. I have my music recordings, my songwriting, and everything he fled with in Wisconsin when he said he is flying to Milwaukee. He is in O'Hare.
Deserved.
Yeah, this is exactly what was going to happen. Then she says she misses her grandma. Well, you should have thought about that before you ate my ass, bish. Then Ralph starts dropping stuff where Scarlett says that she knows people in the Epstein files, multiple people in the Epstein. So it turns out that Ethan Ralph, his plan from day one was to always steal this laptop. And he's going to say that because apparently this laptop is like the Hunter Biden laptop from hell, or like the new Epstein files. And Ralph's actually going to win a Pulitzer Prize by exposing all of the Republican politicians that Scarlett apparently on her client list.
Okay.
So Scarlett here says she's not shot for a year because of her relationship, because her client wrote Project 2025. So Ralph goes, you got what you ordered. She's talking about John McEntee here, one of the architects of Project 2025. I was building a case on you from day one, but I fell in love with your insane self. I hate you now, and you belong in prison, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Suffer, John McEntee.
Yeah, I'm sure day one he hooked up with a star because of the possible Epstein
laptop from hell that's going to expose the Republican establishment
Ralph
and rock it to its core. I was actually a double agent, but no, this is all real one, man. I'm pretty sure this all went down. Like, I'm pretty sure this is legit.
I saw it live happening, by the way. So
yeah. So then I was told by Scarlett Hampton that John McEntee, a Project 2025 architect, tried to purchase her 12-year-old cousin. Bro, John McEntee sisters are in shambles.
Yeah. I'm
she
sure.
refused, according to her.
Wait, how is this an expose on Scarlett? He's like, she prevented my cousin from being sold into trafficking. Whoa,
soft with Scarlett. I don't know. But then she also told me John McEntee her mouth so hard that her eyes hemorrhaged. It's apparently visible in one of her last scenes. I have all the recordings and screenshots, please. So Ralph is claiming he's in possession of a laptop that has recordings of top Republican strategists, one of the architects of the Project 2025 document, this star until her eyes hemorrhaged.
And he wanted to marry her last week.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like,
Okay.
but he hasn't even dropped a single image. Like, Ralph could actually win the Pulitzer Prize if he actually did have all this shit. So now Ralph's saying, is it making sense now? In 2024, multiple reports surfaced accusing McEntee of sending inappropriate and sexually explicit messages to young women, including teenagers, through social media platforms and The Right Stuff. One woman, Grace Carter, shared that McEntee reached out to her in October 2023 when she was 18 years old, offering merchandise from the app. And now, it couldn't it be that Ralph saw this report and then decided to make up a story? You know, like, I don't know. You won't be laughing if I drop everything. You should probably think about what you're doing. All right. Okay, we saw this. Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing. He says, I believe her too. I always did. She tried to burn me tonight, so let's put it all out there. There's even more, of course.
Ralph is so full of shit.
Then she says, Ethan Oliver, Ralph stole my laptop. He's on his way back to Mexico. Ralph just hung up and blocked me, and now he's trying to leave the country. She's adding the airport, the TSA, the FBI. Ralph said you're responsible for the Epstein files. Yeah. He says, this is a lie. It will be proven soon here in Milwaukee. I'll show a lot more about you and your illegal clients. Well, like, by definition, all of it's illegal because she's a... I have all the audio. An insane person will regret this very soon. Then he goes, she's worried about all the crimes she committed and her trying to allegedly traffic underage girls. So Ralph was involved with a woman that was trafficking underage girls. What a great self-help. Then he says, I do not have her laptop, period. Then how do you have all the recordings and evidence? It's sad what drug abuse can do. The most ironic statement of all time coming from her. And she's actually insane in general. Severe OCD, insane alcoholism, and just a general waste of space, bitch.
Okay.
So law enforcement was now involved. They're on their way to the airport. They've talked to the sheriffs. Gun Chat called Scarlett. So Kiwi Farmers got involved. He apparently has a battery citation. This fellow spoke with Officer Dean of the Madison Police Department and gave him a rundown on Ralph and his history. Then I think we got audio of the police, like on the radio. Oh, then Scarlett says stole her ID. Scarlett can take a permanent sleep for all I care. I'm out. Mad Me did nothing wrong. Now that's the guy who allegedly beat her ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be the kill stream, but I don't know. I still care for her. I'm sure he does too. I'm not doing victory laps. Makes me sad. Okay.
Ralph sucks.
Cops confirmed just now on the radio that Ralph never checked in for his flight and is not at the bar drinking. Ralph has missed another flight, probably to avoid arrest. So here we have, like, the cops are now checking, like, the washrooms for Ralph.
Yeah.
So this is the Milwaukee County Sheriff audio of them searching for Ralph.
And Ralph was actually escaping to a different city while this was happening.
Yeah.
Hey, can you send me to my personal picture of his most recent booking photo that you have, and then his
most recent mugshot, Ethan Roth, which was a really unflattering mugshot. Holy!
Find me, bitch.
Copy.
How does Ralph escape an entire police force searching for him in Milwaukee?
Catch me if you can, coppers. He'll explain how he defeated the police. It was really just as simple as not responding to them.
Then 2, 4, 12. Go ahead.
5-star wanted level, bitch.
when we were talking to the gate agent, I'm assuming he checked in online. They're saying they already had his passport on file. So I don't think he's in the airport yet, if I had to guess. 411 to 414. Hey, if she's no longer at the checkpoint, can you have that, I don't know what number he is, that mobile that you have with you, make contact with her?
And what's crazy is the plot armor that he gets away with it every single time.
Every time.
See if she is in contact with him and if he is going to be, in fact, boarding this flight tonight. Or if she has a recent phone number for him, if we can just get that.
I was talking to someone who's like, I can't wait till he's arrested. And I'm like, I guarantee you, he's going to be landing in Merida. Like, in like, and within half an hour, he's putting a picture up of him landing in Merida. I'm like, I told you, he will never go to jail. Never.
We could try.
He's unstoppable.
He is. He's the main protagonist. We're all just extras.
Yes. Yes.
Or if she has a recent phone number for, I'm sorry, 411, 414 additional, or if we can get his listed phone number for that recent arrest, and just so we have it.
Yeah, Ralph is like a GTA protagonist. Once he's like has the stars flashing and he's hiding for long enough, they just stop. And they just never arrest him for any previous crime or anything.
Copy, you're asking a lot. There's no phone on file. She's still outside of Western. Copy that. I mean, I asked two things just very poorly, but I copy. 52999 491 5558. And 410409. Is that a United States phone number?
No.
I'm assuming some of the start has to be the out-of-country area code. Plus 52.
It's a Mexican phone
All right.
number.
That's
my Mexican phone number, bitch.
Check with TSA, see if they have an update, and check the upper lobby.
That's ridiculous.
Well, he's been being followed some more.
So he goes, let's see, hang out in boring ass Wisconsin where a manic stimulant abuser is talking crazy. Put a cop on the phone or bite the bullet. Pay the Uber to Chicago where they have more important things going on. Buy a new ticket and fly out from there. By the way, it's apparently the only time in Ralph's history where he's actually been able to make a flight on time. Like, I understand why people were skeptical.
Wait, his passport's now flagged. Yep, I think. I mean, maybe not. Actually,
honestly, he got away with everything. Like,
yeah.
Stop coping, people.
Yeah.
Y'all think you're building a case? Untrue. Also, doesn't even matter, even if it was. Mexico. I'm not coming back to America ever. Good. Stay in Mexico where you belong. He's self-deported to Mexico, buddy. Okay, there he is, posting him going to Merida. This is his video.
Yeah, show us proof of the exact flight you're on. What a show.
There it is, everybody. Home sweet home, bitch. Third world country, let's go.
You have to
5 hard days.
You have to show evidence that he made it.
Okay, and then somebody goes, is the marriage off then? That was a work from the start, brother. It was never on.
But you raised money for the marriage.
Well, he worked the marks. He felt
you know what? I'm glad his audience just donates and he spends all their money. You know what?
Yes.
Give him more money, folks.
Yes.
Give him
needs to do
everything.
some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Right now is boring. Ralph then goes, I'm much blacker than you, bro. Felon, 2 kids out of wedlock, born and raised in a region where blacks vastly outnumber whites, and still a good end to this day. Whoa,
Dear God.
So they say the cops still have an APB out on Ralph. I'm not sure why they would, but I'm in Mexico City, so I don't care anyway. A girl boss cop got on the phone with me last night via Scarlett and demanded I answer her questions. I told her to get That's not how it works, she said. I let her know that the Constitution ensures that's exactly how it works, bitch.
Buddy.
Caught an Uber to Chicago and flew out from there instead. Most cops are really what a king. What a king, folks. The legend. Tell her, Ralph.
And there's me.
Oh,
Ralph,
yeah.
Fire up an IRL stream and escape from the cops live. Don't be a coward. Worski, a day late and $1 short.
A day late and $1 short as usual. I was already on the plane when you typed this. If you have any balls, you and Fat Boy can have me on to talk.
Ralph,
why would we do that?
We're going to have you on to talk about how you failed your entire trip.
Whoa.
How you literally couldn't.
It's just nonsense.
Ralph couldn't do anything right.
It's over,
Literally.
buddy. Ralph called us out. He got us. He got us, buddy.
Ralph couldn't even do his own show for the last 3 or 4 days.
No, buddy.
He's winning. On drugs and he's drunk.
He's winning. So then Steel Toe scooped us. We missed out big time. And he got an exclusive interview with the host of the illustrious Kill Stream at 8 a.m. to talk about his insane weekend. And he said it might be time to end the relationship. Then Ralph says, she's very special, actually. I knew how it would end. Anyone with eyes knew how it would end.
Anyone with a brain.
Then my heart, I got caught up. It was so special and fun. Well, like simpler.
What a loser, bum.
Simpler.
Ralph, you suck. God, he's so
so that wasn't it, though. We have one final update. Ralph has lost his smile, folks.
Oh, yes!
Here we go.
What a bitch.
Ralph has written the following document.
Oh, my God.
Get ready.
Documentary.
Get ready. They say, don't show your weaknesses here. Don't show your true self. Never give them anything too real. They're right. But that's just not me. I'm a weak bitch. Anyway, he says, I don't want to be fake. It's one of the only things I have that I feel like people respect. Even the ones who hate me. You are the fakest snake bitch of all time. Of all time. I want to apologize to my viewers for diving back into my vices with drink and nihilist. Diving back in? When did you ever stop?
Oh, now
when
he's
did he ever
sober.
stop drinking and doing?
No.
How many times have we heard
he's
the
gonna
sober
quit
Ralph?
sober? Yeah. Ralph,
oh my God!
Bum.
I went to Wisconsin to do a documentary, to pile on quartering, to be the Ralph male one more time. It didn't work out the way I'd planned. It's not Scarlett's fault. It's mine for thinking that was something I could do in a disordered state. I lost my smile. I lost my smile. As Shawn Michaels once said, there's no one to blame but myself. Things start piling up when you live the gimmick. Ralph, like all of the drugs you did are real. Like okay. Then you look back. Then you look back up the mountain and wonder how you can get to the place you once were, or even anywhere near it. I've looked up that mountain so many times. The hardest part is I knew better and dove back in anyway. Suffer out.
Bitch, bro.
Oh, he's smileless.
He's
His
sad.
happiness has been taken away. He's sad. He's addicted to drugs.
Down
He
the
flushed his whole
mountain.
life down the toilet. He'll never climb the mountain again. It's over. So he goes, I'm so appreciative of all the love and support I've gotten over the years, this year included. I'm sure a lot of my friends and supporters, there are no friends, there are no supporters, are disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in myself. I know that this is my calling, what I've dedicated my life to. The drama and hate sometimes feels so meaningless because it is. Ralph, come on, man. You live for the drama. You live to be petty. You live for the spite. What is this bitch made? Seriously. I've played my fair part in it all. Yeah, no. I realize this will read as hypocritical to some.
No shit.
We're all hypocrites. The bill eventually comes due, though. The wages of sin. I'm dying from the wages of sin, bitch.
Yes.
I'm not cashing it in. I wanted to come back today. I'm just focusing on drying out. So he's flying on coke and God knows what, and he can't get it anymore. So he's in withdrawals and can't do his show.
Yep.
He couldn't do it yesterday. He couldn't do it today. He's probably not going to be able to do it tomorrow or the next day. He's losing everything.
Good.
Then he says, Cleo is acting a little strange. I think it's anxiety over smoke.
No, it's you keep abandoning your cat for weeks, you tard.
Yes.
You piece of shit.
He's neglectful. He's a neglector. I have to take her back to the vet. No openings left today. Tomorrow morning is the plan. I'm rambling like a mental patient. Yes, you are. Maybe that's an apt comparison. I should have done an outline. This can really eat you alive if you let it. I have. Still, I ain't heard no bell. I hope to be back tomorrow.
He wasn't.
But I wasn't. I pray that some of you have gotten something good from my public life. Yeah, I've got a lot of money,
donations,
money.
support.
Yeah. I have got some entertainment. Yes, for sure, Mr. Al.
This he
that
wrote
garnered
that
a
coming
grand
down.
total of 22 likes.
But he
22
is coming
likes.
down. That's what that is. That's a come down. That's
finally, Ethan Ralph still has 2 citations he has to deal with in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Just over 2 weeks from now, assault, indecent exposure, or intox, and disorderly conduct. Court is scheduled for May 13th at 8:30 a.m.